Hello, writers. I'm Josiane Fortin, and today I want to review with you my writing and podcasting of 2022, and also I want to share with you my goals for 2023. So first, I want to wish you the best for this upcoming year. In 2023, I wish you health and prosperity and a lot of writing and creativity, anything that you're looking for. So, reviewing my podcast in 2022. So, I had an average of 29 listens per episode. So, I must say that this is a little bit disappointing for me. I spent a lot of time and energy recording those episodes. So, I'm all hoping that I can help more people on their writing journey. So, hopefully, if you enjoy the podcast, you can share it with friends and your family. Anyone that would be interested in learning more about self-publishing. In 2022, I published 8 episodes, mostly because of what I said. I got discouraged and I was just tired of everything I was working on, so many projects, and I just had to take some time off from recording interviews, and I'm hoping that I can do some more interviews in the future. The podcast is listened to in 14 countries, and the top 3 are the US, Canada, and India. So that's very cool. I really like looking at the countries. The 14 countries is great for me. Like I said, in 2023, I'd like to do some more episodes and keep the podcast alive. So if there are any topics that you're looking for or specific authors that you would like me to interview, I can look into that. So let me know. And also don't forget to share and also rate the podcast so I can get some more listeners. As for writing, in 2022, I didn't write so many books. I wrote one book. So it's called Mind Your Brain, and I wrote it in both English and French. So right now it's available to purchase on Amazon. I wish I had published more original works, but I did a lot of translations. So I now have a fantasy book that I had written in French, and now I paid for it to be translated to English. So it's called New Witch in Town. It's a fantasy book about a teenager discovering her magic powers at the same time as her best friend, like taking over the school with her magic. So she has to fight her off. Also in 2022, I tried the service of BabelQ, which I talked about in episode 82, but pretty much it's a free translation in exchange for a royalty share. The more books that you sell, the higher your share. The translator makes a higher share for the first books, and then that translator's share will slowly diminish. And so I got many translations from BabelQ, I'm not really sure how to say it. So I got a whole trilogy translated to Italian. So it's called Brax, Leschi, and Evet, which are translated to Italian right now. And I also have the first one in the trilogy. So Brax has been translated to Spanish, and the other ones will come later. I'm not really sure when. For now, I only made $1.17 from those books. I'm still not giving up on the model. I still find it very interesting, and I'm thinking of adding more books to be translated because you pick the books that you want translated. And so I'm thinking of putting more there, like maybe my fantasy book, New Witch in Town. And I might also message more translators to see if they want to get my books translated, because from what I understand, there are a lot of books on the platform, but if you just leave it there without contacting anyone, it's hard to be noticed. That's the reason why I think messaging directly translators that I find look professional is helpful to get more offers to translate your book. So what I'm planning in 2023, I wanted to use Google AI to offer more audiobooks. And I say wanted because I've already done that last Friday. So I have 4 audiobooks right now that are available. I can't tell you all the languages that they support now. They started with English and Spanish, and now they have French. So all my ebooks that are on Google Play are now available on audiobooks. It's free to use, and the AI will just read. You can pick a voice. It can be a female, it can be a male, and you pick the language, and it will pretty easily create an audiobook. And if you want to check it out, they have samples available, or if you have an ebook sold through Google publishing partners, like you can go ahead and go listen and see if that would be good enough for your books to use the AI. But I really think it's incredible that just with a few push of a button, you can get an audiobook. You don't have to get the huge investment, so you can keep your prices low. I do believe that a lot of listeners don't even notice that it's not an actual person reading the book. I'm also wanting to publish a new nonfiction I've been working on for years. I'm not saying the title yet, but it has to do with productivity, and it's really awesome. Like, it's jam-packed with all the information that I've tried, experienced over so many years, and everything that I've read. Like, I've just condensed everything in this book, so it's going to be very straightforward, very actionable. I'll let you know when it's out. I'm also working on a fantasy series with a witch, and I'm hoping to make it a 7-book series because I want to base all the books on the chakras. So there are 7 different chakras, and in each of those books, the theme would be based on the chakra. So let's say for the first one is how you have to connect to your roots, and so the witch will have to become comfortable with her new identity. That's the theme of the first book. I already have more than 10,000 words written, but I'm working to get more in. I'm making conscious choices of including those into the book. I know that readers really enjoy some romance in the books, and so I try to incorporate some of that to make sure that my stories are very satisfying for readers. I keep on learning new things from Save the Cat, from Universal Fantasies, trying to build more of that stuff instead of writing by intuition, having more of a theory between what I'm writing instead of just from intuition, like I said. So let me know, what are your writing goals for 2023? Let me know in the comments. And if you have questions, if you want to share anything with me, I would love to hear from you. Thank you. Bye.